Protests are still happening across the country following the death of George Floyd in Minneapolis. Good evening. I'm Josh Rowe.
And I'm Abby Kirk. The main message for these protests, defunding the police and sheriff's departments and putting that money elsewhere.
But the activists also want more accountability for the officers who are patrolling every day, and that costs a lot of money.
Isaiah Kim Martinez joins us now live to break down the demands and the price tag. Isaiah.
Guys, it's clear that law enforcement and protesters haven't agreed on a whole lot in recent weeks, especially when it comes to the possibility of divesting police funds to other areas. But when it comes to body cameras and the importance of them, at least in our community, it seems that both sides of this, law enforcement and protesters, seem to be closer to the same page.
Often our word against an officer is not going to be believed.
For weeks, Chattanooga activist Marie Mott and others have called for local leaders to decrease law enforcement budgets and put that money into the community. But she makes it clear officer body cameras remain a worthy investment.
It's one thing for somebody to say it. It's something different for the citizenry to see that this is actually happening at the hands of law enforcement.
The Bureau of Justice statistics shows nearly half of law enforcement agencies had body cams available in 2016. All signs point to that number only going up. Agencies say they'd like to keep putting more focus on accountability. Chattanooga Police has them, and the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office plans to in the near future.
The vendor has delivered the cameras and the equipment. Now we're in the process of installing that all in the vehicles.
Although it doesn't come without expenses. Between costs for the camera and video storage, they can come with a 5-digit price tag, in some cases every year.
It needs to be a community oversight board. Police cannot police. Cameron
Williams has been a vocal organizer for I Can't Breathe Chattanooga. He says body cams are worth it, but only if used correctly. He tells us the camera should be turned on from the moment officers step on scene and that the video should be available to everyone soon after.
Better access to the storage of footage.
Mott tells us only then will the transparency that agencies want make a step forward. As far as recent interaction with police and protesters, CPD now says they will be enforcing pedestrian traffic laws going forward. This comes after Mott, Williams, and others were charged after blocking a downtown Chattanooga intersection just this past Friday.